Okay, here's some examples off of your assignment 3.4. So like each one has kind of A, B, C, and D. So I'll do two of them, and then hopefully you can do the other two. Okay, so for question one, it says name and write the formula of the conjugate base for each molecule. Okay, so I'm gonna do C and D. Okay, and then you can do A and B hopefully. Okay, and so conjugate base, we're taking away one hydrogen. Okay, so it's going to be the same thing, HSO4. Okay, but since we're taking away one hydrogen, we're going to add a negative, okay, because we're taking away one positive. Okay, and then we have to name that so you can look on your table, or just like in this case, it's going to be hydrogen. It should be a lowercase hydrogen sulfate ion. Okay, and that's also in your on your periodic table. Okay, so that would be the conjugate base and its name. Okay, and we want the name and formula. Okay, next one again, we're just taking away one hydrogen, so it's going to be N2H4. We're going to take away one charge, so in this one it's going to be neutral. Okay, and that's going to be dinitrogen tetrahydride. Question two is just the opposite. Now we have bases. Okay, we want to name their conjugate acid, so we're just going to add a hydrogen to it. Okay, I'll do A and D in this case. Okay, so I'm going to add a hydrogen here, so I get HNO3. Okay, and then the name of that would be nitric acid. Okay, and for this one here, G, I'm going to add a hydrogen, so I get H2CO3, and that is carbonic acid. Okay, and so conjugate acids, you add a hydrogen. Conjugate bases, you take one away. Okay, and then question three, you have to name the acid-base pairs. Hopefully you can do that. You're just looking for a difference of one hydrogen. Okay, for question four, I did examples like this out of your notes, but I'll do one of them. Okay, so if you don't know how to do the other one, you can look at your notes examples, the video that I posted, and there's some examples on how to do it. So we have, write the chemical equation, show how hydrogen carbonate ion, so hydrogen carbonates HCO3 minus, okay, acting as an acid in the presence of OH. So basically it's saying if we mix this with hydroxide, okay, what happens? So hydrogen, again, this is our strongest acid. It's going to donate its proton over here, so it's going to make water. Okay, with this will become water, and then we're going to have CO3 2 minus once we give its hydrogen away. Okay, so that would be our balanced reaction. Okay, for question five, predict the direction of the following. Okay, so again, you just look, is the acid above the base on my chart? So NH4 on my chart is actually near the bottom. H2PO4 minus is our base. So I find it's actually near the top. So this is going to favor the reactants. Okay, so really for this question, you're just find H2O as, like, label them as acid bases is probably your first steps. Like, this was my acid, this was my base. Okay, for this one, H2O is given away its hydrogen, so this is going to be my acid, this will be my base. Okay, and so just find them on the chart. If your acid is above your base, favors products. If your acid is below your base, favors reactants, like we did on that first one. Okay, another one, identifying conjugate acid-base pairs. Okay, since I didn't do the like question four, I'll do this, or question three, I'll do this one. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Okay, and so label the front ones here. So this is our acid, this is our base. Okay, so our conjugate acid-base pair, it's going to be CH3COO is going to be paired up with CH3COOH. Okay, they're the same with the exception of the hydrogen. Okay, and I guess the charge. H2O is going to become OH minus. Okay, so again the same, but now the hydrogen's transferred over there. Okay, sorry about that. I forgot to transfer my chart up. Okay, and so these are our conjugate acid base pairs. That's as much as I need for that question, just showing that like this is a pair, this is a pair. Okay, you can label them as acid base, but you probably did that up here, or hopefully. Okay, this next question, again, just does it favor reactants or products? So same thing we did for question 5. Label them as an acid and base. So this is our acid, this is our base. Okay, and so look on the chart, our acid, this is a strong acid, okay, with water, which is underneath that as far as a base. This is going to favor our products. Okay, NO2 is our base, making water our acid. Okay, water is the weakest acid on this chart, so, and then my base I know is going to be above it, okay, which it's up fairly high, so this is going to favor the reactants. Okay, so just find your acid and base on from each of these. If your acid's above your base, it's going to favor the products. Another way would favor the reactants. Okay, the rest of the assignment's just multiple choice questions. If you have any questions with them, just let me know. I'll make a short video on how to do that specific question. Okay, and again, like with any of this, just let me know and I'm happy to help you out. And you also have the answer key for all of these, so but make sure you aren't just straight up copying. You should know this stuff, and so like check it, make sure you're doing it right, or check it and make sure you know why the answer is correct even if you did it wrong. All right.